Alrighty. Oh, I am muted. Sorry about that. No, I was just saying, Micromage, thank you very much for joining my stream, man. I'm always watching your videos, man. I'm actually glad you decided to join my my stream today.
Customers?
Yes, baby boy, this is a customers.
When are you gonna do yours with me?
We're not gonna do it today. I'll tell you when we do them, okay? Okay?
And tomorrow, is when I'm going to school.
No, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're going to school on Monday. Go with mom. Sorry about that. Appreciate you joining my live again, Micromage. I'm always watching your videos, by the way. Some good content. And also learn off of you guys. Alright, so we'll be working on this Nintendo Switch here. It looks like we are starting to get some juice into this battery itself. Initially, I wasn't getting anything. Now I'm getting... I'm getting 0.008 amps going in there, and it's starting to slowly to go up. I'm thinking this battery itself on this Nintendo Switch is actually completely depleted. It it could have been water damage internally, potentially as well. But the only way to find out is if we open it up. We won't know unless we open it up, of course, to see exactly what's going on. Yeah, of course. I actually bought this. Let me see if I can turn around the camera here. I actually bought this multimeter because of one of your videos. Although I'm no longer showing the multimeter amperage on this screen. I used to do it, but then I reorganized, brought everything down, and never got an extension USB cable to plug in from here all the way to where I have my PC, which is on this opposite side. So yeah, but I got that through you, man, through one of your links, actually. All right, let's go ahead and start taking this Nintendo Switch apart. Grab one of these magnet here so we can keep the screws organized. Let's go ahead and grab our tips that we're going to be using. Right there. We're going to remove the Joy-Cons. Put those aside. Of course, to take this Nintendo Switch apart, you've got two screws at the bottom, one at the top, one on the side to the right, and one on the side to the left. I'll show you right now. I think these are stripped because they're not coming out. They are not coming out. My guess is they may have tried to open it previously. Come on. There we go. Yes, it is. It certainly is a nice multimeter for the price. And all the bells and whistles it has, which I barely even touched on them, to be honest. One of the things, and I don't know if you've been able to do it yourself, but I haven't. Whenever I'm in resistance mode, not necessarily in continuity mode, but let's say resistance mode, I am not able to get it to beep whenever I find a short at all. I went in there and messed with the settings as well, changed the values. Still does not work for me. Only when I have it in continuity mode does it beep. Alright, so I've got all the screws. That one, this one right over here. The two in the bottom, one at the top. Now the only thing we need to take care of are the four on here. Now for that, we are going to be using, if I'm able to read this, it's a Y000 tip that goes with it. Y000. And this is, of course, for people that are brand new and don't know which tips to use when they're using their drive. And now we can go ahead and remove. You know what? I failed to check to see if there's any SD cards. No SD cards and no game cartridges. Awesome. Alright, so there's no signs of liquid damage of any sorts. So it's not going to be a liquid damage device. And then we've got a few more screws here we got to take off. We got to change this again. Oh, you're not used to... Okay. Yeah, I usually use either continuity or resistance mode. Sometimes diode mode as well, of course. I've been trying to look at some forums to try to figure it out, but I have yet to figure it out, to be honest. For you guys on TikTok, my apologies if I've missed your messages. I tried to scroll up as much as I can, but I may have missed all the comments. Sorry about that. If you want to get a better view of what cameras we're using, multiple angles, go to my YouTube. It would, I think it would benefit you a lot more as well. Alrighty. We'll do a visual inspection. There is no signs of liquid damage in here, which is good. When I've seen that type of scenario, usually it's been because of some sort of liquid damage, but in this case there has not been any. We could potentially have a bad battery, or one of these chips is potentially bad. Power management chips, either BQ24193 or M92T36. That said, let me do some testing real quick. I'm going to remove the battery real quick, and then I'm going to test. I'm using a plastic tool, y'all. I want to test to see if we've got any shorts, of course, within one of these. I'm going to use continuity mode within one of the power management chips at all. Put ret probe on ground. Yep, we got it on continuity mode. We do have a short on BQ24193, but it's on this cap over here. So normally this cap, which is a cap to the left, normally entails that we potentially have a short with max IC. That's not good. Alright, let me remove everything else off of here. If it is the max IC, I am going to have to order that component, because I just used the last one I had yesterday and I forgot to place an order for them. So it, of course, could also be the BQ24193 chip, but in the past, in my experience, it's always been that max IC. And I don't want to remove max IC since it's a small BGA chip. Can iPhone 13 back glass be replaced? Yes, it can. I don't like tearing the foam, so I heat it up a bit to soften off the, soften up the adhesive, and then remove the heatsink. It's got very low temperature. I've got it at 230 degrees Fahrenheit. Low temperature so that we don't melt anything. And then easily remove this without tearing it. Hopefully. At least that's what the goal is. This one already got cold. It tore anyways. Oh well. Okay. Let's remove the rest of these screws and ribbon cables. There you go. We got all the ribbon cables, and make sure I have all the screws. There's 2 more screws here. I think I got them all. Yep. I'm going to take off the fan as well, make it easier for me. Okay, we got this out of the chassis. Let's test again. And I'm going to test now under the microscope. If you guys want to see what's going on under the microscope, go to my YouTube channel. We're actually live there. You'll be able to see exactly what we got going on here. Alrighty, we are under the microscope. Let me move the screws out of the way. We certainly don't want to bump into them. And then spread them out all over the place. Alright, so what we were testing earlier is this capacitor right here, which is the capacitor next to BQ24193. This cap here, if it's short, normally entails that our max IC, which is this chip right over here, is bad. But let's test again now that we've got everything unplugged. Yeah, it's still shorted. We're going to remove BQ24193. If this cap is still shorted after removing this chip, then more than likely it's going to be this max IC here, which I do not have at the moment on hand. Woo, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Let me also test surround M92 T36, which is a power management IC. This one here, if it's shorted, that means our APU, CPU, GPU is shorted, which in this case is not. So this chip is potentially good. All right, let's check our P13 USB. Seems to be good. Check filters. All right, BQ24193 area is also good as well. All right, so what we're going to do is actually just remove this chip real quick, and we're going to see if in fact that's it. We're going to put this on our vise. We're going to put it towards the edge of our bench, and then get it removed. And then we're going to test afterward for shorts to see if it's still shorted. If it is, then more than likely it's going to be our max IC, which we'll have to put this job on hold until we get the part in to repair. You know, usually what I like to do is I like to put this on the edge so I can heat it up from the bottom. There's no plastic components on the bottom, so put it from the edge, and then of course I just hold it using one of my there we go. And that's usually the way I like to put it in order for me to remove it. Let me just go ahead and move that around. If I missed your comments on TikTok, my apologies. They're moving way too fast, so honestly, my apologies. So we're going to go ahead and remove BQ24193 off of this Nintendo Switch. Is that some flux? We are going to heat it up from the bottom. The temperature I'm going to be using is going to be 800 degrees Fahrenheit with airflow of 110%. Okay, and I'm going to put my gloves on because I do not want to get burnt with any of this flux. Flux sometimes tends to spill over and it can fall on my hand, and I do not want to get burnt. Not today. I've been burnt in the past and it hurts. Although it'll still burn a little bit while having the gloves on, but it prevents from me getting any sort of scar afterwards. Alrighty, let's go ahead and heat it up from the bottom and remove BK 24193. Pin number 1, I see it here, bottom right. Just keeping a mental note on that. Alrighty, chip is removed. Let's go ahead and test. Black probe on ground. And we still have a short. So it's not BQ 24193. As suspected, it's going to be more so that max IC. Now, just to confirm and validate, we are going to inject some voltage on that one capacitor. Let me just clean some of that flux, though. Let me get a test board real quick. I don't recall which side is actually ground, to be honest. I don't know if... I don't recall. Let me grab another board real quick and I'm going to test to see which side is actually ground. Because I personally don't remember. Okay, bottom is ground, top is not. We're going to go ahead and solder a wire to the top and inject some voltage. That is, if I can find my wire, that is. What did I do with you? I was just cleaning up yesterday, and I believe I may have misplaced the wire, but I found one right now. Okay, let me add just a tad bit of flux in that area. We don't want to touch any other component. We just want to solder this wire to this component only. There it is. Making sure that wire is not touching any other component. It's not. And I am going to inject some voltage. Go ahead and turn around the screen. I'm going to put 1 volt. And we're going to start with half an amp, 0.5. See if anything shows to be hot. We're going to use a charger as being the ground point. Let me change my amps to 0.5 and then 1 volt. Okay. And I'm going to grab my snap-on thermal camera, and I want to see if we see some sort of a heat spot. I'm pretty positive we're going to see a heat spot in this area. Well, 80%. 80% positive. Tech Max. Yes, sir. Max IC is usually the area where, in my experience, Max IC, it's when it's that component, it's normally Max IC, but we'll see. All right, we're injecting some voltage. I don't see any heat spots yet. See some glare. What's getting hot is the wire. The wire's getting hot right here at that end, but not the board. Let me turn the board around the other way. Yeah, nothing's getting hot on this board. You think Max IC would be getting hot? All right, 1 volt, 1 amp. We're gonna increase it to just a single amp. That's as high as I would go. I wouldn't go any higher. Oh, I am seeing a short actually right over here. Single capacitor, come on. Max IC, but it's not this Max IC. It's actually a different Max IC. Nope, it's a capacitor. You can actually tell. It's discolored. Let me turn this off real quick. Let's go under the microscope again. So the capacitor that's getting hot is this one here. That cap is the one that's getting hot. Let's go ahead and inject voltage again, and we'll put some IPA on that and see how the IPA dissipates. Let me grab my little nozzle here. Alrighty. You guys seeing that? That cap right there is the one that is getting hot. Is it this one or that one? Yeah, it looks to me like it's this one here. Looks to be that one. Alright, let's go ahead and remove that cap. Either way, it is causing a short. One of those two caps is. So, I'm going to go ahead and remove my wire. Remove that cap, and then we'll test for a short again. Yes, it is. I also got this off of you as well. I saw you using it, and I ordered it through your link. Also ordered these here because of the heat. The ones that had melted, so I ordered. And I'm pointing at it like as if you're seeing it. So yes, this vice tool is definitely a I definitely recommend it, and I also got it through you as well. I ordered these. I don't know what they're called, honestly, but also saw that these needed to be replaced because they came with the black ones, but the black ones melted with the heat. So I ordered some that are heat resistance, basically. For those watching me on TikTok, if you want to see a better angle of this specific repair, go to my YouTube channel. That's where I have the microscope, and you're able to see that as well. All right, I'm about to heat this up real quick and remove that the cap. I'm not sure which one of these caps it is, but I'm going to start with that one, and then I'll remove that one. Although this one looks a bit discolored, I'm thinking it's this one, but the one that kept dissipating the fastest was that one there, so I'm going to remove it. And if it isn't that one, I'll put that one back and then remove the other one. That simple. You know what? Before I do that, let me remove this eMMC chip from here. I certainly wouldn't want to damage that. Oh, I forgot. I got plastic components there. Let me, I got the connector. Yeah, no, hold on. I almost burnt my connectors there. I almost melted my connectors. I'm glad I took a second glance at that, or else I would have had to replace the connectors as well. Let me look at the bottom. Can I heat it up from the bottom? I sure can. I'm gonna heat it up from the bottom instead, y'all. I don't want to damage any of the connectors accidentally. Alrighty. I'm gonna heat it up from the bottom instead. It's going to take a bit longer because the heat has to go across to the other side of the board. And I don't know exactly where I'm pointing at, but there we go. We got it out. Alright, I'm going to test now to see if we still have a short. Over on BKey 24193. I'm going to test here again. We still have our multimeter in continuity mode. We got black probe on ground. Yeah, we still have a short, so it's going to be that other cap that I initially thought was going to be the corporate. this one here. Let's go ahead and remove that one. Alrighty, we got it off. Let's check again. And if it still goes out, that means that's going to be the max IC. The short's gone. Alright, let me go ahead and put that other cap back. The one that's not the culprit. And then I have to get that one capacitor from a donor board. I need to add a little bit of solder to that corner. Let me grab my hot iron and add a little bit of solder and add a little bit more flux to it. My fume extractor's not going to reach all the way over there, but we're going to turn it on anyways. Get some of that smoke out. Okay. Ah, come on. I got stuck on that, on the one cap. I'm gonna have to heat it up from the bottom now. It's a pretty tight area, honestly. It's a very tight area, although it looks big under the microscope. Whew. Almost misplaced all these components. Alright, let me grab another board so we can grab that component off of. Actually, I'm going to grab it off of this one here. This one does not have that max IC in that same area. Okay, found one. Let's go ahead and remove it. Now this one I don't care if I mess up that component, so I'm just gonna heat it up from the top. It wouldn't have been as bad, but you see that one started to melt. Which is why I took all precautions. By the way, your YouTube link says Instagram, but has a YouTube logo and goes to YouTube. Huh? Instagram, what? By the way, your YouTube link has an Instagram logo, but it has the YouTube logo. That's confusing. I'm gonna have to look into it. Is that on TikTok? If so, I'll have to look into it, to be honest. I just squeezed it too hard and I lost the cap. There it is. I thought I had lost it completely. Woo. I thought it went to the 9th dimension. Link on TikTok? Okay. I'll take a look at it. Thank you for letting me know. Come on. There it is. To me, it looks like that capacitor is not making contact with that edge right there. It's not. I'm going to have to add a little bit more solder to that. Let me add flux and then a little bit more solder to it. There it is. Making sure my tip is clean. Sorry for all the shakiness, y'all. Solder is going to the top, but not to the bottom. Why is that? Okay, it looks solid. All right, now before we put this thing together, let's test this again and see if in fact we still do not have a short here. Black probe on the ground, and we do not have a short. So now we got to put this chip back on, which is BQ24193. We're going to put the same one back on. Why did I do that? I'm going to have to heat it up from the bottom again. I took it off of here, not realizing I'll have to do the same process again that I did before. All right, let me make sure that I have it in the right orientation here. Yep, I do. It's right there. Surface tension should take over. We'll let that solidify real quick, and then we're going to press it down and then heat it up one last time. Alrighty. Alright, chip is back on. Let me go ahead and call this customer back, whose call I just missed. Give me a second, y'all.
Hello?
Yes, sir. This is Leo with SuperTech. I just had a missed call from this number, sir.
Oh, no, I accidentally called you. My bad.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everything's good. Let's go ahead and clean all this flux out of the way. This device should be charging properly, as well as hopefully displaying, so long as there's nothing wrong with the display itself. All right, that's all said and done right there. Let me go ahead and also clean this side over here. Now this side's already dried up a bit, but let's see what we can do with cleaning it. I think that's good enough. All right, that's good. And that area is good. All right, let's go ahead and test real quick. Let's see what we get off of this now. I don't remember which one it was. I'll grab that one off of that other board, I think. All right, I'm not gonna see if it's displaying. I'm gonna see what sort of voltage we're getting first. Sort of amperage and voltage. I'm sure this battery is depleted, so. Oh, we're getting proper, oh, but it shut off. That's not good. We are getting proper voltage though. We're getting 14.9 volts at 700 milliamps, which is good. It's as if it was booting up actually. So that said, let me unplug it and let's put this back together real quick and test. For now, I'm only going to plug in the digitizer as well as the LCD before I plug out everything else. I want to see if we're getting some sort of image on the LCD. Alright, I've got everything plugged in. Let's go ahead and plug in our battery now. We got the digitizer, LCD. Let's see, get some sort of a charging symbol. Or some sort of display of any kind. Yep, we got a charging symbol, right? Oh, you guys, can you guys see? We had a charging symbol. And maybe, oh, it's rebooting. Awesome. There we go. We got a fully functional Nintendo Switch, y'all. For those of you watching on TikTok, I'm talking to the people on YouTube as well. They have a better view than what you guys have. So If you guys don't like the view you guys have on TikTok, go to my YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Alrighty. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start plugging everything else back in. Nice work. Appreciate it, Micro Mage, man. I don't mind getting some kudos from you, man. Because I know you've been working on these Nintendo Switches for some time. If the music is annoying y'all, let me know. I like this kind of music, but I don't know if it's flooding my sound or the stream itself. Yes. Who was that? Was that you, William? Ah, these ribbon cables is the ones where I have issues, man. Some of these ribbon cables sometimes get annoying. Okay, I got all the ribbon cables. Let me get the antenna connectors plugged in. This antenna connector's too. Seriously. There we go. Okay, baby boy, I need you to go inside with mom. Because I can hear you. Yeah, I know, because you're making some weird sound.
And because you saw me.
I heard you.
You literally saw me too.
I didn't see you. I heard you.
How did you know?
I didn't see you. I heard you.
You heard me.
Yep, I did.
Oh, so Bobby.
Bye, baby boy.
So
Yes.
So whenever we're staying here tomorrow, can you and me,
I forgot to put in the screw
you and me get, never mind.
for the fan. I got distracted.
Get some little toys for what we need for the egg hunt? Maybe some big eggs surprises. We're still doing it, right? We're still doing the egg hunt, right?
Yes, we're doing the egg hunt later on, baby boy. But we're not gonna do it, baby boy, if you're over here. You gotta go with mom.
Huh?
If you're over here, we're not gonna do it. You gotta go with mom.
I'm squeezing.
Okay, I believe I've got everything plugged in. I just want to do one final test before, but you know what? Yes, baby boy, this is a customer's. No, this is not mine. My baby boy keeps asking me if this is a customer's because he knows that if it's one of the device that I've bought, I'm teaching him how to do repairs. He's 5 years old now. And you already know how to do repairs?
Yeah.
Who taught you how to do repairs?
Remember, you did, because you were showing me, because I have on my tablet.
So you know how to do all repairs by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you don't need my help anymore. You can do it by yourself, right?
Well, I'm gonna need help for some stuff.
Or you're going to need help with some stuff, but not everything. You can do everything else by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like what?
Like doing everything like this. How come I can't help you?
Not with the customers, because I don't know what you would do, and you may end up breaking it more.
I would.
You could do it with the ones I buy, yes, because I don't care what happens to them, but the customers, no.
I would never break.
Don't touch this, because that could be hot.
I would never break the customer.
You would never break the customers?
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't, because right now I wouldn't let you touch them.
Only if it was a customer, you would have let me touch them.
Not right now, no. Oh, I forgot. Almost forgot the battery. Battery connector. Let me just validate, make sure I've got everything plugged in before I fully put it back together. Got the Joy-Con rails plugged in, digitizer, LCD. We got the game card cartridge, fan connector. That's one of the ones I usually forget. Power button. Yeah, everything's plugged in. Nothing's loose. Nothing's loose like a goose. Good evening. Hey, Dream. Appreciate you joining the live. Been a while. Yes, it's been a very long time. I actually haven't uploaded a video to YouTube probably in over a year, to be honest. But I'm going to start using YouTube, actually, for my streams. Reason why I hadn't done YouTube, though, is because I had gone to TikTok. But TikTok has disappointed me in so many ways. I requested for a stream key through TikTok. They declined me. Normally, once you reach 3,000 followers on TikTok, you could request for a stream key, which I did. And I would go live daily, actually, almost daily. And I submitted it through TikTok, and they declined it. So I'm saying F TikTok. Going back to YouTube. I'm still not monetized on YouTube, though. I don't know what I think I need a certain number of hours still to be met. And I think I still need to reach 1,000 subscribers, but I'll get there eventually on YouTube, and then I'll monetize my channel. Yeah, TikTok was a disappointment with regards to them declining me getting a stream key. So now what I'm going to do is record all my repairs that I do live, and of course I'm going to edit some of those videos and then into like 10-minute videos and upload them to my TikTok platform. That's what TikTok's going to be used for. For now, I'm going live though. Alright, so I've got almost everything in there. Let me go ahead and test it one more time. I'm going to test both sides, make sure that both sides work. Alright, that's working. It's going to reboot right now again because it's going to turn on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. There it is. It is on. Let me go ahead and check it this other side. Also working. And it's also charging as well. So this console, it is repaired as it sits. But let me make sure that it's also going to work while being docked. So we're going to plug in our HDMI cable to the docking station. We're going to plug in our power cable. And let me change my scene right over here. Test bench. And let's enable the scene to be displayed there. Let's see if it'll display for us. There it is. And it's working both ways. It's also displaying via docking station. So we can go ahead and put this fully back together. Send out an invoice. And yeah, I think this is going to be the last repair for me today, to be honest. Because I did promise my kids that we were going to do an egg hunt of sorts. It's basically me hiding some eggs in the backyard. I draw a map for them on a piece of paper, and they have to go find a treasure hunt. That, you know, an egg hunt, whatever they want to call it. So it's gonna be my last repair for the evening. And then I'll go ahead and spend some time with my kids. Dream PC coffee. Yes, get some coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink chocolate milk. So chocolate milk for me. Coffee makes me feel like like I'm drugged or something, you know, start shaking. My hands start shaking so bad. So I just don't drink it because of that. I will drink some chocolate milk though. Some hot cocoa. Can't wait for winter, man. I prefer winter over summer. And winter is right around the corner. Alrighty, we are done. We are done-zo. Let's go ahead and give it a cleaning. We are done like Donkey Kong. Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining my live on TikTok, my live on YouTube. Without you guys and gals, I don't know what we would do, honestly. If you're new to my YouTube channel, do me a favor. If you could, please hit that subscribe button. I am trying to reach, I think it's 1,000 followers that's needed. I'm near it, I think. I don't even remember the last time I checked. I think I was like 200 or so left. I think that, or 100 left. I'm not sure. And I don't know how many hours of watch time I'm needing either. But if you guys could just hit the subscribe button, I'd appreciate it, guys, gals. Otherwise, that is it for me today. Thank you very much for the support. You watching is more than enough support that I need. And I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow will be, well, actually, no, I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be working on anything repair-wise. I will be taking off to spend some time with the wife and kids. So, yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Monday I will come live. Thanks, everyone. Stay blessed. Peace. And I'll see you the next time I go live. And or if I upload a video. Thanks, everyone. Stay blessed. $4K watch hours. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm nowhere near that because I haven't uploaded any videos in a very long time. Yeah, I still have a long ways to go then. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. Thank you, Micromage.